Good morning, Stephanie Garnaut with an ECU news update. The WA government has completed its $45 million clean-up of the town of Yarloop after devastating bushfires in January. But some residents have taken to social media to vent their frustration, saying they aren't happy with the quality of the work. ECU contacted the Maze, home of the Outback Splash in Bullsbrook, where the accident took place. They weren't available for an interview but said that safety is their #1 priority. They claim their safety standards are higher than some other water parks.
Time for the weather now with Stephanie Garnaut. And Steph, it wasn't exactly the warm day we were expecting.
Thanks, Michael. No, sadly it wasn't. We had a partly cloudy day today and there's chance of a shower this evening, but thankfully we have a very pleasant weekend ahead. It was 8.1 degrees just before 6 o'clock this morning and we had a top of 19.8 just after 2 p.m. Right now in town it's 18 degrees.
That is at Domain Stadium, and with all the details.
Harry, as you can hear, the crowd here at Domain Stadium is absolutely buzzing in preparation for tonight's game against the Western Bulldogs and the West Coast Eagles. It's obviously a do-or-die final tonight and there's no margin for error for either team. Now, the Western Bulldogs actually haven't won an interstate final ever and the Eagles have that home ground advantage. They've only lost one game here at Subiaco Oval this season.
What can you tell us, Steph?
Well, Joe, details are still emerging at the moment, but we do know that there were 300 people on board the flight, 282 passengers and 18 crew who were all evacuated safely. But we can confirm that a firefighter died fighting the blaze. Now, it's not clear exactly what happened to the Boeing 777 as it approached the runway. Right now, it's believed that there was an issue with the landing gear. A 50-year-old Fremantle man has died in a shark attack in New Caledonia. Local officials say he was kite surfing when he fell into the water and was bitten on the thigh. Australian consular officials are assisting the family. More than 2,000 Perth homes lost power overnight as a strong cold front brought gusts of more than 100 kilometres per hour. The wind also uprooted trees and caused minor damage across the Perth metropolitan area, mostly around Dianella. Another 2,200 homes were blacked out in the southwest. Aussie can only be held by an experienced handler, so instead, this is her friend Micro. He's about half the size, but he's also a wedge-tailed eagle. And one of the most remarkable things about this kind of eagle is their eyesight. They can read the fine print of a football 1.5 kilometres away.
How far would you go to make a point, Steph?
Well, let's just say not as far as this guy. Check this out. A 20-year-old man from Virginia tried to scale Trump's headquarters using suction cups. He really wanted to meet Mr. Trump, as you can tell.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. Boeing are working with Emirates to figure out exactly what went wrong, and we'll bring you more details as soon as we have them. Back to you, Joe.